Hey everyone, and so we're here on our basic selling and customer service workshop. I divided it into two parts so that it can be more bite-sized for you that is listening and going through this training. Let's get right to it. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Vians Badoy, and I'm a smiling, jolly husband to jam, and then I love to play music. I'm an all-around musician, and I'm also a businessman. And of course, I'm also the business development manager for the SIBOL. So basically, let's talk about selling skills. So what is selling? But first, the objective that we're going to be talking about is we have to understand what is selling. That's what we're going to do. We're also going to understand the business sale call sequence and be able to implement it effectively. We'll also understand the difference between a feature and a benefit. And then we'll also understand key skills of questioning and listening. And then, of course, handling objections. Okay, so what is selling? When you hear the word selling, what pops up to your mind? Now, selling really is, in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it's to exchange in return for money of something else of value. So to simplify, there are components, key components of selling. There's a good or a product, there's a service, and there's an exchange of money because you have a product and you exchange it for money. And there are people who are exchanging these products. So that's basically a simple way to define selling. Now, the call sequence is really famous in the sales world. Some people call it the basic call procedure. For Mars, we call it the PIOPMA. It's really a 6-step process that can not only be applied as a sales principle at Mars, but really something you can apply in your daily life. And so let's get right to it. So P is really pre-call preparation. You're going to prepare for the visit. And the I is introduction. You introduce yourself. The O is really opening, and then you ask questions to really probe and identify your customer's needs. And then you, of course, propose. You present your recommendations. And then, of course, you want to secure the deal. You move to close. You solidify the agreements. And then finally, A is administration. You evaluate what went well in your call, what can be improved. So we'll go through each one in more detail right now. So basically, pre-call preparation. This is what you do before entering the potential customer. So when you enter the potential customer, you set your objectives. Like before you go to the customer, what do I really want to accomplish in this call? Is it to be able to sell a certain product? Is it to be able to sell a certain serve a catering service, for example, for Healthy Corner? Or maybe at the minimum, if I can't sell a product or service, I might as well get a referral to which companies they can refer us to also talk about our product and service. And then, of course, you ensure your materials for presentation are prepared, meaning when you go there, sorry, ma'am, I wasn't able to print out my presentation. Of course, you can't do that. You have to be there. You have to have these presentations in place. And then, of course, if you need a product and service price list that you can discuss with them or packages that you can arrange. Okay. So the second part is introduction. So this is the part when you enter the potential consumer, when you're first entering. So of course, first one is P, prepared, and the second is introduction. This is really remember first impressions count. So remember, be polite, be confident. So the way you speak, the way you move at all times, be confident. So of course you can't go there and say, "Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir. I'm Vians." You have to be. You have a good pose. "Hi, ma'am. I'm Vians. Thank you for giving me your time." So have these being confident and polite at all times, and then look directly at him, her. "Hi, ma'am." Of course, you don't say, "Hi, ma'am. Hello, sir." You have to look straight to them. And then the usual protocol would be to offer a firm handshake, like, "Ma'am." But due to COVID, we have to use social distancing greeting. So instead of saying, uh, for offering a handshake, you can say in a Japanese way, "Hello, ma'am," or "Hello po." Uh, so you can do greetings, but do it from afar instead of offering handshakes. So, and then speak slowly and sincerely. So don't just go through it very fast. Like, "Hi, ma'am, I'm Vians. I'm." You have to be slow. They have to be able to understand what you're saying. So explaining who you are, that you represent Healthy Corner, and what the purpose of today's visit is. For example, "Hi, ma'am, I'm Vians. I represent Healthy Corner, and the purpose of my visit today is to really understand your needs for catering services and be able to come up with a proposal. Thank you for giving me your time, ma'am." So you were confident, you're polite, you do directly, you greeted like ambience, and that you represent Healthy Corner. So key point here is never attempt to start selling at this stage. It's too early. So it's really introduce yourself, did introduce themselves back. Don't come here and, "Ma'am, I'm Vians, I'm Healthy Corner. Ito po yung mga packages. This is our packages." You need to give time for pleasantries, talk, connect with each other, build rapport. And then in terms of introduction, we're in an online training, but we want to be able to interact. So exercise, practice your introduction. So I'll there's a comment box below. You can write down your introduction script in the comment section. So write who you are, who you represent, what company, and then the purpose of your visit. And then you can even, as you write it down, you can practice it. So practice your introduction, practice being polite, practice your greetings, even at home. So you can pause this video and do that. Okay, let's continue. I'm assuming you've already put in the comment section below. So the third part is opening. So the first was to prepare, the second is to introduce, and the third is to open. So this is when we check the current situation of the potential customer. So the key here is really to ask questions to identify needs. So why do we need to identify their needs? Because most people are likely to buy or to get your service if you're able to meet their needs. You can't force fit the needs of others to them. You have to identify their needs. So some questions you can do is, "Ma'am, sir, where do your employees buy snacks or buy food?" If they say, we walk a very far distance to buy our snacks." there's a need, there's an opportunity there, because rather than buying and they have to walk far, we can go to them and offer them the food services that we offer, for example at Healthy Corner. So those are ways to ask questions. For example, another question you can ask is, are there parties, events in the company that need catering services? Yeah, we have a monthly treat to the employees, and yeah, we could definitely use catering services there, especially for snacks. Hmm, that question has opened up another opportunity. So you can have a monthly opportunity with them. So really, the asking questions to identify needs. It's really the key goal is to identify their key pain points of the employees, whether that's walking far, whether that's really the cost. So, for example, you can ask questions like, for while you're observing competitor activity. So, are there current catering services that you already tap? If say yes, so what catering service do you tap, ma'am? What kind of service do they give you? How much is the pricing? Okay, so the pricing is about 20 to 30 pesos, because really the income is not that big. So maybe that would be a good price point. Okay, ma'am. So what would be uh, what would make you switch to us? Like what levels of pricing? Is the priority cheaper cost? Is the priority tastier food? Are there nutritional concerns? Are people here who want to be healthy? So you can ask these questions to identify what the needs are of the customer, and then of course how we're later be able to solve them with our proposal. So the secrets to successful selling. So the secret is not really rocket science. You don't need to be a full-blown genius to understand successful selling. It's very simple. All you have to do is really understand what the customer needs are and provide them with a solution that satisfies their needs. So what we did in opening is really understanding what the customer needs are. That's what you do. And then the next part is in the proposal later is to provide them with a solution that satisfies their needs. That's it. That's successful selling. Identify needs and meet them. So the simplest way to understand our customer's need is to ask. So don't assume that's their need. I think this is their need. I think this is the simplest way and quickest way is to ask them questions, like what we did earlier. And there are two types of questions. There are closed questions and there are open questions. So closed questions are usually answered by a yes or a no. So both types of questions are really used in different ways. So how do you use closed questions? This is naturally when you want them to agree with you, and the sure answer is yes. Like, ma'am, would you do you eat snacks? Or do most people in this office eat snacks? And they'd say yes. And then, of course, that question gives you an opportunity. Or sometimes closed questions are used to narrow down. Uh, and then open questions, they're really to probe. You want them to answer more. So, like, ma'am, what type of snacks do the people here eat? So that's an open question where they can answer so many things. And the things they'll answer will give you insight to what needs they have. So for example, they eat a lot of banana Q. And, okay. So one opportunity is you offer a banana cake. And so when you offer this banana cake, we have a still Same taste with the banana, but in a cake form. So if they're eating banana cue all the time, then we can come here also and offer a banana cake that still hits their banana preference and at the price point that they also want. And also to avoid that they keep eating the same banana cue with, all over again. Of course, they want to try something else. Okay, so really you have to ask both types of questions. Now, the fourth one is we propose solutions. So step four is really where the selling actually takes place. So to maximize the chances of a successful sell, it is important to, again, secret to successful selling is focus on the needs of the customer. So limit the number of proposals. This is a key point. Why do you not give 15 proposals? Isn't that an opportunity or more chances of winning with more proposals? But really the study is the more proposals you give, the more people will have a hard time decide and the more they won't decide. So ideally you just stick to 3 proposals max. So there's a pricing need proposal. There's a proposal on the tastiness of the product. The third can be maybe the number of offerings. So you can have your own proposals. So focus on the big opportunities first. So why? Why do we need to focus on the biggest opportunities first? Why do we present the products that provide more profit to the program? Because if they say yes to the biggest opportunity, then you're good. Why offer the lowest opportunity, the smallest opportunity for you, when you can start with the big? And if they don't like the bigger, then you can go to the medium size opportunity. But until you also be able to close a deal. So use best-selling techniques like features and benefits. We'll go through this later. And then in part 2, we'll go through overcoming objections and closing the sale. So there are 2 types of offers. There's 2 types of offers that we can give, for example, for the healthy corner. So if you've identified their need and their need is office and is low price, and then of course you identify what the price point means in low price. So if they say 20 to 35, then ma'am, we're proposing small sized cookies, brownies and cakes at 20 to 35. Why? Because their need is a low price snack and we're recalibrating our formula so that we can be able to meet that. If their need is healthier food, of course, sometimes it's more expensive to be healthy. And so maybe, ma'am, so how much would the customers here be willing to buy, pay a premium for healthy? So if they would say like, we're okay to go up at 50 pesos. Then we propose a banana and carrot cake, which are healthier in nature, or brownies with less sugar. And then we compute it at the size that can be sold at 50 pesos with a profit. And so those are types of offers that the MEI or the healthy corner can really offer customers. Okay, and the fifth step is really move to close. This is really when we aim to close the agreement. So, of course, when you've done your preparation, you've introduced yourself well, you've opened questions, you've probed what their needs are, you were able to propose solutions. Of course, you don't just say, thank you, ma'am, na-present. I've already presented everything. I'll go na. Of course not. You have to move to close. This is where you aim to close the agreement. So how do you aim to close the agreement? Key point. ask for the purchase. Ask for it. When you close, if you're just talking around, aim to close the deal. Aim to close the deal. So ask for it. So a few things you can do. There are two types of closing. There's an alternative and there's a concession. Let's go through it. So an alternative close is really, here we give a customer a choice. So the choice is between something and something, not between something and nothing. For example, when you have your presentation in place, so ma'am, do you want catering package 1 or 2? So that alternative close is, they'll be forced to answer what package they want instead of yes or no. Because if you say, ma'am, do you want to get our catering service or not? So if they answer not, then the deal's off, right? The deal's off. But when you ask, catering package, ma'am, 1 or 2? And they answer, I think catering package 1 and 2 are still quite expensive. Okay. How about, ma'am, this catering offer that's cheaper? So you have better conversations with them on what to offer, but you still close the deal instead of them saying no. And then, of course, like an alternative is, ma'am, would you prefer the delivery on Tuesday or Thursday? So this allows them to give, maybe not Tuesday or Thursday, we're quite busy there, but Friday, like everybody wants to buy something special and to bring to their families at the weekend. I think that would be a great time for LP4Y or Healthy Corner to be here. And then another one is the concession close. So concession is, we make a concession to the customer to gain cooperation and support. The concession should be of high value to the consumer, but of low cost to us. Of course, we want profit. So for example, the customer says, I have a Christmas party, I need catering, but there are freebies with the other supplier. And then you can say, I was actually going to suggest also freebies we can give so that you will book with us. Ma'am, what type of freebies do they give? And then, of course, you find a way to, okay, ma'am, we have this is a freebie what we can give. That is not too costly to us, but important to them, because really a great medium income, but you have a lot of days that you can go to them, is better than one time big time income. So you want consistency here. So understand the customer's concern without compromising the agreement. And then the last part of POPMA. So let's recap. P is preparation, I is introduction, O is opening, P is proposing solutions, M is move to close, A is administration. So this is what we do when we've completed the visit. So after the visit with the customer or the office, so take time to review it. Like, what has been achieved? So what went well for the customer? What went well for me? How can I improve? What will I do different next time? So these things, when you keep practicing as you go into offices, as you talk to more customers, and you keep reflecting, you become better and better as you refine how you do your selling process. So again, the call sequence is pre-call preparation, I is introduction, O is opening, P is proposing your solution, M is move to close, and A is administration. So this is something you can do every call. This allows you to have a framework in how you do your call process. Okay, and then in terms of features and benefits, so you have to know how to understand this concept. So there's really a radio WIIFM. So to really understand what your customers' needs are, we must tune into the customer's radio station, the WIIFM. What does that mean? The normal person would always ask this question: what's in it for me? So when you sell something, you have to be able to answer what's in it for them. Not just for you, for them. So our customers are humans just like everyone else. They don't just buy things for what they are. Instead, they buy them for what it will do for them, the benefit. So sell benefits, not features. So features is what something is, benefit is what it will do for you. For example, what are the features of a calculator? This calculator is solar powered. Does that do anything for the customer if it just says solar powered? Not much. But when you say, Mom, because this calculator is solar powered, you will be able to save money because you no longer need batteries. So that's the benefit. You don't sell the calculator solar featured, buy it. You say the calculator is solar powered, mom, and that means it has savings on your pocket. And if you're able to save, mom, then I would really recommend that this would be the best product for you. So it might be expensive, more expensive to buy a solar powered calculator now. But mom, imagine all the batteries you will be able to save in the years as you use this calculator. And that's how you're able to sell the calculator. So one feature can have many benefits as well. So because it's solar powered, it's economical, so you'll save more money. But not just that, another benefit that solar powered calculators can give you is it will always be ready to use. When you need it the most, some calculators lose their battery, but yours, mom, won't. And that's how you sell calculators, through benefit selling and not features. So customers buy because of the benefits they will receive. Therefore, when presenting ideas, focus on the benefits to them of what you are recommending and not on the features. So for example, your healthy corner, what are the benefits? Don't say, ma'am, you buy these products because these are high income for healthy corner. Of course, that's for you. That's not for them. You have to say, Mom, actually this carrot cake and banana cake and the Snickers with less, the brownies with less sugar is best for your health. So you'll be able to have a snack with uh, a healthier alternative sugar that we're using. So these are benefits you can sell to them. Now let's have a practice exercise. So find a partner at home and practice and sell the features and benefits of your catering service. And then, of course, ask them for feedback. Don't be shy. You can stop this video. You can talk to a partner and then go through the feature and benefit exercise. Again, get feedback. So you can also comment in the video below, the comment box below, how this experience was for you. And then we have a final call to action. So now in the next 2 days, really find a partner at home and practice selling, because you don't just get better by listening to somebody training you. You get better through practice, through repetition, through refining, through asking questions, through going through the whole process. And as you practice, you become better. So share in the comment box below your experience, like how was the selling practice for you? What did you find easy to do? What was harder for you? So this is the first part of selling. Next week, we'll talk about the second part of selling and customer service. So look forward to that. See you soon. God bless. Bye bye.